Event number 12, boys 11-12 50-yard butterfly, heat number 4 of 4. Mr. Referee.
All right, I'm getting news that the YouTube stream is just getting started up. So if you're talking to someone who's looking for YouTube or texting or calling them, tell them to refresh their page and the live stream should be on there. Facebook's been good to go all along. Heat number 4 is in the water. It's Bolin, Fastrich, Jan, Vikner, Tropia, Moyer, Stetter, and Sue. First one at the wall is going to be 27-27 for Tropia. Second, Vikner, 27-46, 27-57 is good for third for Moyer. That's going to round out the event number 12. Up next, 100 freestyle, event number 13.
Again, as we said earlier, at the conclusion of every stroke, we're going to have a 5-minute break. Again, there will be a 5-minute break at the conclusion of every stroke, which is right now.
So if folks heard the public address there, we're going to have a 5-minute break. So a lot of quick 50s coming at us. We'll get more of those tonight after the finalists are announced. I'll share that with you as soon as I got it. Up next will be some heats of 100 freestyle, starting with our 11 and 12 girls, event number 13. It's a 5-minute break. Stay tuned, and I'll bring you some finalists when I get it.
I'd like to read the results for event number 11, girls 11-12 50-yard butterfly. Remember that we are doing a 2 final setup tonight, A final and a B final of 8 swimmers each. The second alternate is Anna Mumford from Mako. First alternate, Julie Chong from Dolphin. Qualifying for our B final, Mia Perry, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 15th, Mia Zhao, Mako. In 14th, Brianna Klock, Lower Merion. In 13th, Addie Johnson, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 12th, Mabel Walborn, 5-star. In 11th, Haley Rittenhouse, Malvern. In 10th, Alice Lake, Radnor. And in 9th, Addison Hunter, Monocacy. And swimming in tonight's A final, in 8th place, Callie Collins, Jersey Wahoos. In 7th, Alex Shim, unattached. In 6th place, Madeline Blau, Keystone. In 5th place, Bailey Gordon, Monocacy. In 4th place, Allison Lehman, Jersey Wahoos. In 3rd, Julia Parker, Suburban. In 2nd, Ashley Mellinger, Lancaster Aquatic Club. And our top seed tonight for A finals with a time of 26:56 from Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Devereaux. It is 2:15. You have 30 minutes to declare a scratch. Thank you.
Alrighty, so for those of you still tuning in during this 5-minute break, I've got the finalists for event number 11, the girls 11 and 1250 butterfly. Hopefully I can get these off to you before the next heats in the water. The second alternate, 18th place, that's Anna Mumford. First alternate is Julie Chong in 17th. Swimming in tonight's B final, it's Perry, Jowd, Clock, Johnson, Walburn, Rittenhouse, Lake, and Hunter. I'll come to you with the A final in a moment.
Event number 13, girls 11-12, 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 1 of 5, Mr. Referee.
And as they are setting up for the first heat 100 here in the in tonight's A final for the 11 and 12 girls 50 butterfly. 8th was Collins, 7 Shim, 6 Blau, 5 Corden, 4 Lehman. 3rd was Parker, 2nd Mellinger. And tonight's top overall seed with a morning time of 26:56, Audrey Dervois.
And number 12, boys results, 11-12, 50-yard butterfly. Second alternate, Wyatt Stetter from Team Pittsburgh.
Alrighty, and in the water for
Jude
heat
Damani
number
from
1 of the
Waco.
girls 11 and 12 100 freestyle. Lane 1's Kim, 2 Golden, 3 McCown, 4 Metry, 5 Dudley, 6 Wellant, 4 Wozniak, and 8 Hockman.
Okay, before we start the next heat, event number 12, boys 11-12, 50-yard butterfly, final results.
Okay,
Second
for heat
alternate,
number 1
Wyatt
of the
Stetter from
100
Team
freestyle.
Pittsburgh. First alternate, June Damani from Waco.
First at the wall was
Swimming
Dudley,
in the B final tonight,
1 minute,
Keto
0.24.
Anderson, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 15th, Jacob Madden, Waco.
Willen
14th,
was
Wyatt
2nd,
Boland, Cumberland Valley.
1 minute,
In
0.35.
13th, Kyle Spallman, Hatsboro. In 12th, Lincoln Anzi, Methacton. In 11th, Cinco Perez, Team Pittsburgh. In 10th, Amir Tasker, Keystone Aquatics. And in 9th, Jack Martin, Lancaster Aquatic Club. Swimming in tonight's A final. In 8th place, Ivan Jan, Malvern. In 7th, Brody Reber, Lancaster Aquatics. In 6th, Ryan Moyer, Jersey Wahoos. In 5th, Cullen McGraw, Keystone Aquatics. In 4th, Hayden Vickner, Keystone Aquatics. In 3rd, Jackson Shirey, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 2nd, Julian Tropez, Penn Charter Aquatics. And tonight's top seed with a time of 27:14, Jackson Edwards from Team Pittsburgh Elite Aquatics. It is currently 2:18. You have 30 minutes to declare your scratch. Event number 13, girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle, heat number 2 of 5. Mr. Referee.
Alrighty, so in the water now is going to be heat number 2 of the 11 and 12 girls 100 freestyle. In lane 1, it's Roberto, 2 Jowd, 3 Kyle, 4 Keese, 5 Mittleader, 6 Boyle. Lane 7 is Turner, and 8 McNally. I'm going to bring you the finalists for the boys 11 and 12 50 butterfly that were just announced. Tonight's second alternate in 18th place, that's Stetter. 17th, the first alternate, is Damuni. And swimming in tonight's consolation final, 16th is Anderson, 15th Madden, 14th Boland, 13 Spahman, 12 Anise, 11th is Perez, 10th Tasker, and 9th Martin. I'll bring you the championship final after the conclusion of this heat. So first at the wall for heat number 2 was Jowd, 58.52. Second, McNally, 58.80. And third was Mittleader, 1 minute, 0.28. So those are the first swimmers we've seen in this event under a minute. They certainly won't be the last. Jowd out of lane 2 leads the way for heat 2. Up next, heat 3.
Event number 13, girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle, heat number 3 of 5. Mr. Referee.
Okay, and now announcing the championship final for the 11 and 12 boys 50 butterfly. 8th place was Jan. 7, Reber. 6 was Moyer. 5th, McGraw. 4, Vickner. 3, Sherry. 2, Chopia. And tonight's top overall seed with a preliminary time of 27.14. That's Jackson Edwards from Team Pittsburgh Elite Aquatics. In the water now for heat number 3 of event number 13. Lane 1, Kittle. 2, Amorim. 3, Pennekamp. 4, Williams. 5, Jones. 6, Perry. 7 is Islib. And 8, Kittle. Leader looks like the top overall seed, Victoria Williams in lane 4. She's seeded with a 56.41, and she'll be first at the wall. New lifetime best. 55.91. Williams takes heat number 3. Second was Jones, 57.57, 1/100th behind. Perry is good for third, 57.58. Up next, heat number 4.
Event number 13, girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle, heat number 4 of 5. Mr. Referee.
Okay, in the water now is heat number 4 of 5. Event number 13, girls 11 and 12, 100-yard freestyle. It's Walburn, Spahman, Corden, Collins, Devereaux. I got my team here correcting me. It's Devereaux, Schwelm, Rittenhouse, and Jacobs. At the 50 mark, first swimmer at the wall, 26.35 is the split at the feet for Collins out of lane 4. So it'll be a race between two teammates, Collins and Devereaux, here in heat number 4. And the stronger second half belonged to Devereaux. 54.86 is the heat 4 winning time. 55.05 goes to Collins for second. Third was Spahman, 58.15. One heat remaining, heat number 5.
Event number 13, girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle, heat number 5 of 5. Mr. Referee.
Heat number 5 is in the water now. Swimming in lane 1, Lake. 2 is Chong. 3, Mumford. 4, Shim. 5, Blau. 6, Swain. 7, Zinzer. And 8, Sobzak. There is a, down to the 100th of a second, a tie at the feet halfway through the race. Shim and Blau are both 26.94. And they are stroke for stroke here at the 75 mark as well. Top seed so far, 54 in the previous heat. See how close we get to that here. Looking more likely like a 55 will take this group. Yep, 55.60 is the first at the wall in heat number 5 for Shim. 55.71 is Blau. Third was Mumford, 57.78. That rounds out the girls 100 freestyle. And up next, there will be 4 heats of 11 and 12 boys.
Event number 14, boys 11-12 100-yard freestyle. There'll be 4 heats in the event. Heat number 1, Mr. Referee.
Heat number 1 is in the water now for 4 heats total in event number 14, the boys 11 and 1200 freestyle. Madden is in lane 3, Howard's in 4, Sultanov is in 5, and Sue is in 6. Okay, first at the wall in this group, there's going to be 2 59s, 59.51s, the faster of the two. That's Madden. Sultanov second, 59.78. Both those young men break a minute for the first time. 100.15 is good for Sue. Howard's fourth to round out the group, 102.08. Up next, heat number 2.
Event number 14, boys 11-12 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 2 of 4, Mr. Referee.
Heat 2 in the water now for the 11 and 12 boys. Lane 1, Sheary. 2, Ritchie. 3, Tasker. 4 is Edwards. 5, Martin. 6, Walsh. 7, Jarahi. And 8, Snook. Got more lists for finalists coming in here. We'll just announce those at the beginning of the 5-minute break. So after we conclude the boys, stay tuned for just another minute or so, and we'll announce the girls' finalists. We're about to be halfway through event number 14 as heat number 2 is approaching the finish. First at the wall is definitely going to be lane 4, Edwards. He's 54.89. A nice swim for him. 55.98 is good for second for Martin. Third is Tasker, 58.17. So 54 is about a half a second drop for Edwards, and that'll take us into heat number 3.
Event number 14, boys 11-12 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 3 of 4, Mr. Referee.
In the water now is heat number 3. Swimming in lane 1 is Falditz, 2 Bolin, 3 Moyer, 4 Vickner, 5 Baumgardner, 6 is Santos, 7 Stetter, and 8 Graber. Vickner leads at the 50 mark, 26-22. Hayden Vickner's best has been 55-28. We saw 1 or 2 54s posted so far this morning. I know we got one on the girls' side. So we'll see if Vickner can replicate that, as he is about 5 yards out from finishing up heat number 3. A couple swimmers not too far behind. He's 55-42. 55-77 will be good for second for Moyer, and third will be Baumgardner, 56-98. We got 1 heat remaining before another 5-minute break, heat number 4.
Event number 14, boys 11-12 100-yard freestyle. Heat number 4 of 4. Mr. Referee.
Heat number 4 in the water, 100 freestyle. Event number 14, swimming in lane 1 is Hong, 2 Yan, 3 Perez, 4 Tropia, 5 McRaw, 6 Spahman, 7 is Anis, and 8 Damuni. Tropia is the top seed, and it looks like he's going to be leading the way at the 50 mark, 26.08 at his feet. One other 26 is in pursuit. That was McGraw at the 50. He's hair less than a body length behind Julian Tropia, who is 20 yards from the finish. Looks like Tropea will hang on into the finish. He's going to be 54.49. Secure heat number 4, 55.34 will go to McGraw for second. Third will be Spahman, 57.65. We'll get you the finalists in just a moment. 5-minute break.
As again, the end of each stroke break, we will have a 5-minute break where both pools are open for warm-up and warm-down. We are at that time right now. Both pools are open for warm-up and warm-down. While we start this break, I'd like to announce the results for event number 13, girls 11-12 100-yard freestyle. Second alternate, Olivia Amorin from Parkland. First alternate, Mabel Walburn, 5-star. Swimming in tonight's B final, Carly Jacobs, Monocacy. In 15th, Ryan Zinzer, Penn Charter Aquatics. In 14th, Eden McNally, Jersey Wahoos. In 13th, Bailey Corden from Monocacy. In 12th, Julie Chong, Dolphin Community. In 11th, Mia Jowd, Mako. In 10th, Marley Swain, Central Bucks Swim Team. In 11th, Ilya Spahman, Hatsboro. Swimming in tonight's A final. In 8th place, Anna Mumford, Mako. In 7th, Mia Pyrie, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 6th, Cameron Jones, Hatboro. In 5th, Victoria Williams, unattached. In 4th, Madeline Blau, Keystone Aquatics. In 3rd, Alex Shim, unattached. In 2nd, Kari Collins, Jersey Wahoos. And our top seed for this evening with a time of 54.86 from Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Devereaux. You have 30 minutes to scratch. It is currently 2:35. Again, you have 30 minutes to announce your scratch. Thank you.
All right, folks, on break. Hopefully we're staying tuned in for just a minute or two away from some heats 100 breaststroke. I'm going to bring you the top 18 finishers for event number 13, the girls 11 and 1200 freestyle. The second alternate for tonight, 18th, that is Olivia Morim. 17th, your top first alternate is Mabel Walburn. In tonight's consolation finals, in 16th, Jacobs. 15th, Zinzer. 14th, McNally. 13th, Corden. 12th, Chong. 11, Jowd. 10, Swain. And 9, Spahman. Swimming in tonight's championship final for event number 13, 8th was Mumford, 7, Perry, 6, Jones, 5th, Williams, 4th, Blau, 3, Skim, 2, Collins, and tonight's top seed with a preliminary time of 54.86 from Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Devereaux.
Okay, that brings us to event number 15, girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. There will be 4 heats in the event. Heat number 1, Mr. Referee.
Okay, so during the break, I announced the girls finalists for the 100 freestyle. We'll have the boys for you in just a moment, but we're going to get right into it. In event number 15, there's going to be 4 heats. This is the girls 11 and 12 100 breaststroke. In the water for heat number 1, swimming in lane 2 is Turner, 3 Gregory, 4 is Campbell, 5 Carlson, 6 Keese, and 7 Kittle. Campbell's the top seed here in heat number 1, and Campbell's first at the wall, the 50 mark. 36-37 is the halfway split for Harbor Campbell out of lane 4. A couple swimmers closely pursuing. Olivia Gregory in lane 3 is just about a foot or 2 off the lead. Five swimmers in heat number 1 seated with a 1:19 and change. So we'll see if we get some best times put up in the group. We definitely will. 1:17.75 takes the heat for Campbell. Gregory was second, 1:17.81. Third goes to Turner, 1:18.92. 3 heats remaining. Up next, heat number 2.
Event number 15, girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. Heat number 2 of 4, Mr. Referee.
In the water now is heat number 2. Swimming in 1 is Spahman, 2 is Whitney, 3 Shim, 4 Chong, 5 Perry, 6 Kozels, 7 Verma, and 8 Beaver. Leader at the 50 mark, 34.04 is the 50 split for Julie Chong. If Cora Beaver's father's watching at home, you know who you are, Jeb Beaver. This is Mitchell Reynolds on the announcement, hoping to catch you sometime if you swing by and meet at Keystone, say hello. But Coach Jeb, longtime coach for this announcer, your daughter's having a great race, and hope you're doing well. .112.13 is first at the wall. That's Perry. Chong was right behind 1:12.31. Third in the heat will go to Shim, 1:16.63. So 1:12 is the new standard with heat number 3 and 4 still to go. Coming up, heat 3.
Event number 15, girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. Heat number 3 of 4, Mr. Referee.
Heat 3 in the water now. It's Gosh, Scarmella, Sobzak, Johnson, Willent, Lehman, Pennekamp, and Skara. (32-82). Quick first 50 split for Addie Johnson out of lane 4, leading the way here. Johnson's been 1:10.39 at her best, so it'd be nice to crack into the 1:0 range, anything under 1:10, as she leads by 2 or 3 body lengths on the next closest racer. Willent is looks poised for second place in this heat. So Johnson's going to be 110.25 to take heat number 3. Willent was 112.73. 114.16 is the third place time for Lehman. 1 heat left to go in event number 15.
Event number 15, girls 11-12, 100-yard breaststroke, heat number 4 of 4, Mr. Referee.
In the water for heat number 4, lane 1, it's McNally. 2, Hossley. 3, Hunter. 4 is Mellinger. 5, Majewski. 6, Swain. 7, Amorim. And 8, Liu. .32.15 leads the way at the 50 split for lane 5's Majewski. Okay, rounding out event number 15 here. First at the wall is going to be Majewski, who led at the 50 mark, 110.21. 112.06 is second for Mellinger. Third's Hunter, 114.05.
Okay, before we announce the next event, please, before I need to announce the awards for event number 14. Boys 11-12, 100-yard freestyle. Second alternate, Parza Shahari from Monocacy. First alternate, Timothy Hong, Penn Charter. In 16th place in the B final, Lincoln Anasis Methacton. In 15th, Aiden Walsh, unattached. 14th, Amir Tasker, Keystone. 13th, Jimmy Garber, Cumberland Valley. 12th, Ivan Yan, Malvern. In 11th, Jude Damani, Mako. In 10th, Kyle Spauman, Hatboro. In 9th, Wyatt Bolin, Cumberland Valley. And swimming in tonight's A final, and tied for 7th, Cinco Perez, Team Pittsburgh. Jack Baumgartner, Hatboro. And in 6th, Jack Martin, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 5th, Ryan Moyer, Jersey Wahoos. In 4th, Hayden Vicknair, Keystone. In 3rd, Colin McGraw, Keystone. In 2nd, Jackson Edwards, Team Pittsburgh. And in 1st, with a time of 54.49, our top seed for the A final, Julian Tropea from Penn Charter Aquatic Club. It is 2:47. You have 30 minutes to declare your scratch. Event number 16, boys 11-12, 100-yard breaststroke. There'll be 2 heats in the event. Heat number 1, Mr. Referee.
Okay, we got a first heat of event number 16 in the water now. This is the boys 11 and 1200 breaststroke. There's only going to be 2 heats. At the conclusion of this event, I'll bring you the finalists for event number 14. In the water now for heat number 1 is Bumgardner. 2 is Santos. In lane 3 is Reber. 4, Moyer. 5, Falditz. 6 is Vickner. And 7, Jang. 31:53 is a big lead at the 50 mark for Ryan Moyer out of lane 4. Only 2 heats, so a guaranteed second swim for all these young men. Question is if they'll be in the A or the B final, because they're all making it back. My hunch, Ryan Moyer is going to be in that A final, as he has got about a 10-yard lead going into the final wall here. So Moyer leads the way the whole race, 1:07.40. Big drop for him and be seated well tonight. Falditz is 1:12.97 from 13.13. Up next, heat 2.
Event number 11, which was the girls' 50-yard butterfly, is closed. There are no scratches. Event number 12, boys 11-12 50-yard butterfly. There was 1 scratch. That means moving into the B final is Jude from Mako. Your mother just jumped up and down, by the way. We'll be moving into the B final. And then that event is closed. So events 11 and 12 are now closed. So we're on event number 16, boys 11-12 50-yard breaststroke, heat number 2 of 2. Mr. Referee.
Okay, as mentioned, just 2 heats here in event number 16 and then another 5-minute break. In the water in lane 1, Starvaji. 2, Walsh. 3, Manzer. 4, Spahman. 5, Stetter. 6, Hong. And 7, Fastrich. We saw the 107 go up from Moyer in the previous heat. See if anyone eclipses that here in heat number 2, or if Moyer will in fact be the top seed for this evening. At the 50 mark, 33.87 leads the way. That's Kyle Spahman out of lane 4. Okay, after leading at the 50 mark, it's going to be Spahman first at the wall, 111.10. Second will go to Stetter, 113.71. Third in heat number 2 is going to be Hong, 113.79. Like I said, everyone's making it back, but I know you're going to want to know what order they're in. 5-minute break.
Again, we have a short 5-minute break. Again, we're trying to give a little spacing for our swimmers. They get a chance to have a little break before we go into this evening. So 500 free will be our next heat on event on deck, but right now we have a 5-minute break. Thank you.
Okay, as we start our 5-minute break here before some heats of 500 freestyle, I want to announce the 11 and 12 boys making it back this evening in the 100 freestyle. First up, our second alternate. That's Jarahi from Monocacy in 18th. First alternate, Timothy Hong from Penn Charter. Swimming in tonight's consolation final in 16th, Anise. 15th, Walsh. I got to pause right there. It's a B final, according to the meet announcement, not a consolation final. So I got to use the correct terminology there. Okay, so that was Anise in 16th. 15th was Walsh. 14th, Tasker. 13th, Garber. Jan is 12th. Damouni is 11th. 10 is Spahman. And 9, Bolin. Swimming in tonight's A final A tie for 7th. We'll put them in lanes 1 and 8, respectively. Perez and Baumgartner are tied for 7th, putting them both in the A final. 6th was Martin. 5, Moyer. 4, Vicknair. 3, McGraw. 2nd was Edwards. And tonight's top seed in the 11 and 12 boys 100 freestyle with a preliminary time of 54:49 from Penn Charter Aquatic Club, Julian Tropea.
Okay, we're going to read through the results for event number 15, girls 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. Second alternate, Gabrielle Hosley, Nittany Lion Aquatic Club. First alternate, Olivia Gregory, Monocacy. Swimming in the B final, Harbor Campbell, Dolphin. In 15th, Cora Beaver, Monocacy. In 14th, Anushka Verma, Hershey. In 13th, Olivia O'Moran, Parkland. In 12th, Ava Sprago, Methacton. In 11th, Maggie Sparella, Plymouth Whitemarsh. In 10th, unattached, Alexa Shim. 9th, Marley Swain, Central Bucks. Swimming in the A final this evening, in 8th place, Alice Lehman, Jersey Wahoos. In 7th, Addison Hunter, Monocacy. In 6th, Viola Villett, Lower Merion. In 5th, Julie Chong, Dolphin Community. In 4th, Mia Perry, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 3rd, Ashley Mellinger, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 2nd, Addie Johnson, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 1st, Anna with a time of 1:10:21, Anna Majewski from Central Bucks Swim Team. Results for event number 16, boys 11-12 100-yard breaststroke. In 14th, Jack Baumgartner, Hatboro. In 13th, Marco Santos, Cumberland Valley. In 12th, Hayden Vicknair, Keystone. In 11th, Peter Starvaji, Monocacy. In 10th, Austin Fastrich, Keystone. In 9th, Nathan Jung, Penn Charter. Swimming in our A final this evening. In 8th, Aiden Walsh, unattached. In 7th, Brady Manzer, Upper Dublin. In 6th, Timothy Hong, Penn Charter. In 5th, Wyatt Stetter, Pittsburgh Elite. In 4th, Brody Reber, Lancaster Aquatic Club. In 3rd, Gino Faldutz, 5-star. In second, Kyle Spallman, Hatboro. And our top seed this evening with a time of 1:07:40 from Jersey Wahoos, Ryan Moyer. It is 2:58. You have 30 minutes to declare your scratch. Event number 17, girls 11-12, 500-yard freestyle. We have 3 heats in the event. Mr. Referee.
All right, totally switching gears as we welcome you back from our most recent 5-minute break. This event is 5 times longer than anything else we've seen so far in this session. We're doing the 500-yard freestyle. For our 11 and 12 girls, there's going to be 3 heats. This is event number 17. Is this a time final? There's. All right, so of our 20 or so swimmers swimming this morning, we're gonna 23 of them this morning. So a good chunk are going to get the chance to swim it again in a few hours. This is not a timed final, but in fact a prelim final for this 500 freestyle event. In the water for heat number 1, lane 1's Kyle, 2 Calm, 3 Walburn, 4 Divro, 5 Lehman, 6 is Amorim, and 7 Kittle. We're going to see this pack break up quite a bit compared to one of our sprints. There's seed times here range by about 45 seconds. So we'll see them spread out all over. But in the meantime, I get to read you some of the finalists for these heats of breaststroke we just watched. Okay, so event number 15, bringing you the B and A finalists for the girls 11 and 12 100-yard breaststroke. In 18th was Hosley, the second alternate for this evening. Gregory is the first alternate, finishing 17th. Swimming in tonight's B final, in 16th is Campbell, 15th Beaver, 14 Verma, 13 Amorim, 12 is Scara, 11 Scarmella, 10 Skim, and 9 Swain. And swimming in tonight's A final, in 8th place was Lehman, 7 Hunter, 6 Willent, 5 Chong, 4 Perry, 3rd was Mellinger, 2nd Johnson. And tonight's top qualifier with a preliminary time of 1:10:21 from Central Bucks swim team, Anna Majewski. Before I've got the results for event number 16 in front of me as well. I'll check in with who's leading the pack in heat number 1 here. The swimmer out of lane 4 is Audrey Devereaux. She has established about a 15-yard lead on the next closest racer, as she is 300 yards and change through this heat. Are splitting a couple 32s in the previous heats, setting her up to be right around the 5:20 mark. Audrey Devereaux's previous best is 5:22.85, as she now has 150 yards or so remaining. I'll try and squeak in tonight's finalists for event number 16. Every 11 and 12 boy made it back. 14 swimmers in the B final. 14th, Bumgardner. 13, Santos. 12, Vicnair. 11, Starvaji. 10, Fastrich. And 9, Jang. Swimming in tonight's A final. 8th, Walsh. 7, Manzer. 6, Hong. fifth, Stetter, fourth, Reber, 3, Falditz, second, Spauman. In tonight's top qualifier with a preliminary time of 1:07.40 from Jersey Wahoos, Ryan Moyer. Just about 75 yards remain for Devereaux, leading the way in heat number 1. She's going to get the bell and finish a pretty sizable margin ahead of the other racers in the heat. The question is just by how much. They are swimming this event second time this evening if you finish in the top 16. So Devereaux's all but punching her ticket in heat number 1 here. .522 is the previous best for Devereaux. I think that's going to fall by, could be about 5 seconds. 5:18.14 is the new standard for the remainder of this event. Devereaux will post an awesome time here in heat number 1. Second, looks like it's going to belong to one lane above her, Lehman. Yep, Lehman's 5:35.48, 1 second shy of Lehman's previous best for second in the heat. Third will be Walburn, 5:42.11. That's 2 under Walburn's previous best. Combe is 4th, Amorim 5th, Kittle 6th. We're going to see heat number 2 coming up next.
Event number 17, girls 11-12, 500-yard freestyle, heat number 2 of 3. Mr. Referee.
Alrighty, heat number 2 is in the water now. Swimming in lane 1, Islieb. 2, Sabzak. 3, Blau. 4 is Williams. 5, Mumford. 6, McNally. And 7, Mittleader. Top seed in this heat, Victoria Williams, has been 5:22.76 at her best. And she's got a half body length lead just 75 yards into this 500-yard race. We'll check back in just a moment as things unfold. Heat number 2. Okay, so the 200-yard mark approaches for Williams and Blau, who lead the way right now. Williams is going to be first at her feet. 2:08.73 is her 200-yard split. Like we mentioned, 5:22 is the previous best. So that 300 is going to have to be a 3:14 or faster to eclipse her best time. But then again, just placing towards the top of the heat guarantees a spot in tonight's B or A final. So getting close to her best time will guarantee a spot. As at the halfway mark, 2:42.39 is the halfway split for Williams. So the first, second, and third position have been quite consistent since the first 50 or 100 yards of this race. Blau has just been sitting at the feet of Williams, and Mumford at about the feet level for Maddie Blau. So the three of them have stuck together in first, second, and third throughout. It is now 125 yards, 1/4 of the race, 25% remaining for the leaders here. So it'll be a final 100 yards after their touch at the feet here for the 400-yard split. Williams still leads, 4:23.74. I wouldn't expect a best here. 5:22 is the best, but anything under 5:30 or so will definitely be the second place mark right now after Devereaux put up that 5:18 in the first heat. So the question is who's second between Blau and Mumford, as Anna Mumford is putting up some significant effort here in the last few lengths. The bell goes for Williams. Mumford's made it a more interesting race with Blau the last couple lengths here. So it'll be interesting to see who touches second, but the race has belonged to Williams the whole way. Williams is 5:28.31. That's the second fastest time we've seen.
Girls 11-12 100-yard
Mumford
freestyle is now closed.
Nice
There
finish
were
for
0
Mumford there.
scratches.
That was about
Thank
a
you.
2 body length gap with 5 lengths to go, and she ends up getting second. 5:31.72 for Mumford. 5:32.41's third for Blau. Fourth is McNally. One heat left to go. Heat number 3 here in event number 17.
Event number 17, girls 11-12 500 freestyle, heat number 3 of 3, Mr. Referee.
Okay, we are looking at our third and final heat of event number 17, the girls 11 and 12 500-yard freestyle. In the water in lane 1's Ruperto, 2 is Swain, 3 Jacobs, 4 Collins, 5 Mellinger, 6 Jones, and 7 Keese. Seen a 5:18 win the previous heat or the first heat, and 5:28 was good to take first in the second heat. Callie Collins in lane 4 is the top seed in heat number 3. 5:21.99 has been her best. So we'll see where she falls in the rankings of compared to heats number 1 and 2 there as we approach the 100-yard mark. And it's going to be Collins and Mellinger, who are separated by just a few tenths of a second, leading the pack 1/5 of the way into this heat. So we're approaching the 250 split, or the halfway mark of heat number 3 here. It's Ashley Mellinger who leads the way. 240.12 is the 250 split for Mellinger. Piecing together a nice race. Second definitely belongs to Collins, the top seed, as they've both got 225 yards to go. Mellinger's got 4 seconds on Collins. Mellinger's best is 5:23.26. So if she pieces together a really nice second half, she could be right near best time territory and possibly earn the second overall seed tonight. Looks like the race for third features Jacobs and Jones. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, Jacobs and Jones. My eyes are tricking me a bit here. They're kind of neck and neck for third. But Mellinger and Collins have separated by at least a half a pool length. Jones has 1 second on Jacobs for third and fourth, respectively. Okay, Mellinger got the bell and ended up touching first. just in that range we predicted. She'll be the second overall seed tonight, 5:22.14, a 1 second drop and a new best time for Ashley Mellinger. Collins was sitting in second basically the whole way, 5:28.91. Third was Jones. Fourth, Jacobs. Jones was 5:39.05 and 5:43.74. It's good for fourth for Jacobs. So we'll get you the standings for this evening's final, as they'll be swimming that one twice while we're in the middle of heat number 1 for the 11 and 12 boys, coming up in just a moment.
Event number 18, boys 11-12, 500-yard freestyle. There'll be 2 heats in the event. Heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Event number 14, boys 11-12, 100 yards freestyle has been closed. There are no scratches. Again, that event, boys 11-12, 100 freestyle is closed. No scratches.
Event number 18 is in the water now. Boys 11 and 12, 500-yard freestyle. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a late start here. Heat number 1, 7 swimmers in the water for lane 1's Howard, 2 Bolin, 3's Walsh, 4 Perez, 5 Tasker, 6 Jarai, and 7 Kim. Okay, 7 swimmers in the water here for heat number 1. Top seed, I remember this name from past meets, Cinco Perez is the top seed here in heat number 1. 5:26.25 is his best. He leads the way as we approach the 200 mark. Only 2 heats for event number 18, so everyone's got a spot back tonight if they want to do that 500 a second time. Yeah, shouldn't have used the terminology if there. When they want to swim the 500 another time, it's an opportunity to swim. What the heck? Heat 1, though, is just about half of the way through as Perez leads the way, and there's a real nice race shaping up for second between Walsh and Tasker on the left and right of Perez. Halfway mark. 2:37.33 is the 250 split for Perez. We'll check in just a moment as this heat unfolds.
Reminder to swimmers, when you are entering the warm-up and warm-down pool, there is no diving. If you are seen diving, you are going to be escorted out of the meet and not allowed to swim any longer. It is feet first entry only. We take this very seriously. There is no diving allowed in the warm-up and warm-down facility. So let's announce some good stuff. Who's announcing event 17, girls 11, 12, 500 free. Announcing for who's in finals. In second alternate, Emily Ruberto from Greater Pittsburgh Aquatics. First alternate, Lauren Mittliner from Team Pittsburgh Elite. Swimming in the B final in 16th, Arden Kettle, Penn Charter. 15th, Marley Swain, Central Bucks. In 14th, Olivia Morin, Parkland. In 13th, Addie Kiss, Suburban. 12th, Eden McNally, Jersey Wahoos. In 11th, Carly Jacobs, Monocacy. In 10th, Ella Cohn, Plymouth.
Okay, so we're here in the public address deliver the finalists for our girls 500 freestyle, but I got to update you briefly. Perez has led the whole way, and he's got 75 yards to go. Check in just a moment.
Jersey Wahoos. In 6th, Madeline Blau, Keystone. In 5th, Anna Mumford, Mako. 4th, Callie Collins, Jersey Wahoos. In 3rd, Victoria Williams, unattached. In 2nd, Ashley Mellinger, Lancaster Aquatic Club. And in 1st, with a top time of 5:18.14, Audrey Devereaux from Jersey Wahoos.
All right, so we've definitely got a lifetime best queued up here for Cinco Perez with 25 yards to go. He has led throughout the whole heat, and he's going to smoke his previous best. 5:26 is the best. This is going to be more like 5:19. 5:19.07 for Perez. Takes heat number 1. As I mentioned, everyone's getting a spot back tonight for the event number 18 here. I think it's going to be Tasker who touches second. And I got my eyes on the scoreboard. Yep, Tasker's 5:32.57. Walsh is third at 5:35.69. Fourth is going to go to Boland, 5:41.15. So several best times leading the way there. Jacobs takes 2 off. Or I'm sorry. Walsh takes 1 off his best, but Perez took 7 off to take the event, or to take the heat. 5th is Jarahi, 6th is Kim. Howard will round out the heat, and we'll go on to heat number 2.
Event number 18, boys 11-12, 500 freestyle. Heat number 2 of 2, Mr. Referee.
Heat 2 in the water now. Swimming in lane 1's Morton. 2 White, 3 Martin, 4 Reber. 5 is Edwards, 6 Ritchie, and 7 Sultanov. This is our last heat of 500. I want to say this morning. This is our last heat of 500 in this early afternoon session. We'll get plenty more heats of it this evening in our finals, as all of these boys will advance. Perez put up a 5:19 to lead heat number 1 here. Top seed is Brody Reber, heat 2. He's 5:25.98 at his best. We'll see the 100 split as Reber looks like he's already established the lead. 1 minute .98, so he's got 2 seconds on the next closest racer, 400 yards to go. 2:06.32 is the 200 split for Reber. He's still got 2 seconds on second place. 2:08.21 is the 200 split for Jackson Edwards. So he just sits about 1 body length off of Reber as they are approaching their halfway split here. 5:19, I'm sorry, led the way in the previous heat. I think 2:37 was the 250 split for Perez, so we're just a couple seconds off of that at the halfway mark. We'll see if anyone negative splits it, or else Perez will earn himself the top spot this evening. See if Reber or Edwards has anything to say about it. 225 yards to go. It's the 400 mark for Reber and Edwards. Just 1 second separate the two of them now. Edwards showing his distance chops as he has closed that gap by about a half a body length with 75 yards left to go. You know who else is showing some second half speed is Jack Martin up in lane 3. He's hanging on to that third place spot and closing strongly. The bell is going to go to Reber, who's led the whole way, but Edwards is exactly half a second behind after trailing by 2 seconds the whole race. We'll see if he can overcome Brody Reber's lead. And from my vantage point with 25 yards to go, it's virtually neck and neck. Yeah, but Edwards has got speed here in the last closing yards. I don't think he will earn the top seed position, but he'll earn second. 5:20.13 is Edwards' time to win heat number 2. 5:23.24 is Reber, good for second in this heat. Third will be Martin. 5:29.71. Top seed is still going to be Perez from heat number 1. But they're all swimming it again. Fourth goes to Morton up in lane 1. Fifth is Ritchie. 6 is Sultanoff and 7 White. We're going to have another 5-minute break, and we're going to jump into some relays.
Just remember, we have a 5-minute break here before we get in the relays. The relays, we will be swimming 2 heats of the girls' 400 medley relay, and there will be no heats of the boys. The final heat of the girls, heat number 3, will be swum tonight at finals, and the heat of boys will be swum at night at finals. So we'll have a 5-minute break, and then we have 2 heats of girls, 11-12, 400 free relay. Sorry, it's 400 medley relay. Event number 15, girls 11-12, 100-yard breaststroke is closed with 0 scratches. Event number 16 is closed with 1 scratch, no move-ups. Again, event number 16, boys 11-12, 100 breaststroke is closed.
All right, folks, as we're at the outset here of our 5-minute break before we finish up with a few heats of relays, I got to bring you the results for event number 17, the girls 11 and 12 500-yard freestyle. Well, They're swimming it again this evening. There's a second alternate. That's Emily Ruperto. First alternate, 17th place, is Lauren Mittleader. Swimming in tonight's B final, 16th is Keto, 15th Swain, 14th Amorim, 13 will be Keese, 12th McNally, 11 Jacobs, 10 Combe, and 9 Walburn. Swimming in tonight's A final, 8th place Jones, 7th Lehman, 6 Blau, 5 Mumford, 4's Collins, 3rd's Williams, 2nd Mellinger, and tonight's top seed for the girls 11 and 12 500-yard freestyle with a preliminary time of 5:18.14 from Jersey Wahoos, Audrey Devereaux.
Just a reminder, when we do these relays, we are only going to be using the even lanes. So if you are a timer in lane 1, 3, 5, or 7, you get to be finished for the day. So timers in lanes 1, 3, 5, and 7 are finished. Please return your equipment to the control room. Thank you. Okay, if we could get our timers and officials back to our stations, that'd be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Event number 19, girls 11-12, 400-yard medley relay. There'll be 2 heats in this event. Mr. Referee.
Alrighty, we're welcoming you back from the break with event number 19. There's 3 heats listed in the program. The top heats swimming this evening, so we're looking at 2 heats, heats number 1 and 2. In the water for heat 1, 2 teams. The team from PCAC in lane 4 in the water is Katarina De Martinez. Second leg is Neve Kittel. 3 is Ryan Zinzer, and 4 is Arden Kittel. In lane 6, the team from Mako,
results for event number 18.
Hockman is in lane 1. I'm sorry, Hockman's the first leg. Jude is second. Mumford will be third, and Damuni is fourth.
Jersey Wahoo. 12th, Ethan White, Keystone. 11th, Yaroslav Solvitan.
Tight heat right now
Keystone.
between
10th,
PCAC and
Barja
Mako.
Monocacy. In 9th,
Is it
Oliver
Mako?
Ritchie, Parkland.
It's named after a shark.
And swimming
Mako,
in
Mako.
the A final this evening.
I gotta
in
check.
8th place, Andrew Morton, Jersey Wahoos. In 7th, Wyatt Boland, Cumberland Valley. In 6th, Aiden Walsh.
1:12:44 is the split for DeMartinez to lead the way for PCAC.
In 4th, Jack
1:13:88 is the split for
in 3rd, Brody
Hockman
Weaver,
in lane 6.
Lancaster Aquatic
So it's a
Club.
1 second
In second,
separation
Jackson
between
Edwards,
the 2
Team
teams right
Pittsburgh
now
Elite.
as Kittel
And in
and
first,
Jowd are in the
time of
water.
5:19.07, Cinco Perez, Team Pittsburgh Elite. It is 3:40. You have 30 minutes to decide to scratch. Thank you.
Okay, so at the wall in front of me, it looks like Mako has overtaken the lead by just a hair. That's Mia Jode, who's in the water, and she's racing Neve Kittel out of PCAC. So they are going to be separated by just a hair here at the halfway point of heat number 1 of the 400 medley relay. 2:33.66 and 2. I think Keto might have missed the pad a bit. I don't think they're actually separated by 4 seconds as you see on your screen, but the halfway split was 2:33.66 for Mako. Alrighty, home stretch here of heat number 1. The team from PCAC leads Mako. 50 yards to go. First 50 split for Kittel from PCAC was 29-29. Almost identical, 29-31 is the 50 split for Damuni. Damuni's got 25 yards to go. Kittel's got a little less. It's going to be 440 something here for PCAC, who will touch first. 445.13 and 447.96 is the second place time for Mako. Both teams under their seed time. Now, you never know for seed times with relays, but yeah. Both teams are under their seed time, and we're on to heat number 2.
Event number 19, girls 11-12 100-yard medley relay. Heat number 2 of 2. Mr. Referee.
Okay, heat number 2 is, by our COVID standards, a full heat. For relays, we're spacing out just into even lanes. Team from lane 2's DCAA. 4 is KA, Keystone. Lane 6 is HHAA. Sorry? Hatboro. Oh, they've got a nice banner with a top hat on it. I can see it from here. Team in lane 8. Is that Radford? Yes, Radford. The acronyms throw me off. If it's a town in PA, I've probably heard of it. But at any rate, swimmers in the water for those teams. Pennicamp is the first leg. Golden, Jones, and Lake. First one at the wall, 108.88 is the 100 split for Katie Pennicamp to lead the way for the team in lane 2. It's a 3-way race right now. 2, 6, so Radford and Hatboro. I haven't even heard of that. Sorry. Okay, so the pack is spread out a bit here in the butterfly leg. It is Harbor Campbell in the water for butterfly, leading the way for DCAA. Okay, finishing up for the Dolphins up in lane 2 was Campbell. 328.03 is the 300 split for those swimmers. Sailor Campbell is in the water now for the freestyle leg. Next closest is Spahman out of lane 6. Dudley and Kyle for Radford and Keystone are going to have a nice race, but so Spahman is certainly catching up and might take over the lead with 25 yards to go after a pretty sizable gap. Spahman looks like she might reverse the order here in the final length. So it's going to be Hatboro, who will touch first after a nice final leg from Ela Spahman. 427.71, 429.98 is the second place time for Dolphins. Bradford is 435.95. Keystone's 438.20 to round out heat number 2. So heat 3 will swim in the finals this evening. The boys aren't swimming this morning or this afternoon either. So we'll see event number 20, the boys 11 and 12 400 medley relay in this evening's session as well. That'll wrap this session up. We'll defer to our public address for just a moment here, and I'll send you off for the afternoon, as I'm sure he's got some announcements.
Both pools are open for warm-up and warm-down. Reminder that warm-ups for the final session will begin at 4:30. It is 3:50 right now, so we have about a 40-minute break till warm-ups. Meet starts at 5 o'clock. Warm-ups are at 4:30. Warm-ups for this finals will be done at general warm-up. There are not assigned warm-up sessions. There is 1 hour for warm-ups. We ask you that when you get to that part of the warm-ups, we are maintaining the same thing we've always done here at Keystone. No more than 4 swimmers in any one lane. Thank you.
Okay, so just to send you off for this afternoon's session, we're going to be back for 4:30 warm-ups, a 5:30 start for this evening's final session. We will be contesting A and B finals for all the events that have been swum so far today, both 11 and 12-year-olds and 13, 14 boys and girls, as well as the championship final for each relay this evening. 5:30 start on Facebook and YouTube. Continue to tune in and support our efforts here at Keystone Aquatics as we enjoy supporting these swimmers and all of their success throughout the weekend. See you this evening.